YouTube, it's your boy Rook here, another Rook toy hunting journey. And I haven't put a toy hunt out in a couple weeks, so I figured, why the hell not put one out for you guys, my loyal audience and subscribers, with the holidays fast approaching us in a few weeks. Now I'm looking for two items particularly in this particular toy hunt. The very first one is a brand new, I guess it's a pop ride, it looks like a pop ride. The packaging doesn't say pop ride on the little bubble where it says pop. It just says pop ride if it's an actual pop ride. But it's the actual brand new Princess Leia on a speeder bike. I'll put a picture up so you can see what she looks like. She looks really, really cool. The price point for that is a bit steep. It's about $32 US. Now there's a chase variation of that as well, where it's actually Luke riding the speeder bike instead of Leia. Again, I'll put another picture up so you can see what the difference between the two. The only difference it looks like is just one is Luke and one is Leia. There is no other difference. But if you really look at them side by side, they almost look identical. I tried to see the difference between the two, and it's very, very hard to tell the chase from the common. So I'm not really too worried about getting the chase over a common in this situation. The price point is a bit steep, like I said, about $32 US. The other item I'm looking for is the Back in Black Deadpool. I'll put another picture so you can see what he looks like. He looks so cool. He's partially Venomized in a black and white suit. I think there was a story arc, I think it's where Venom basically attacks the entire Marvel Universe and absorbs Deadpool as an actual character. And this is kind of what they look like. This is Marvel's interpretation of the actual figure in, from legendary class size. And he looks really, really nice. He has multiple heads you could put on. I think he has an extra head. He has definitely has the katanas. I think you can put a katana in his tendril. So it looks so damn cool. It's about $22 US for that one. I believe it's a GameStop exclusive. I saw it on their circular a few weeks ago. No stores had it, so I'm hoping and praying, pray, I can actually get my hands on it. Stay tuned, guys. Great hunting on the way. Alright guys, so I'm at one of my local Hot Topics right now. I always hunt at my local mall, and I'm taking a look here at their Funko wall. Some pretty good stuff here. Nothing I really, really want. Some of the new Home Alone pops have finally dropped. I know people have been looking for those. The new Kingdom Heart ones here for the Heartless is right here. So I know people have been looking for those guys as well as the Hellboy. But we're looking for something else, guys. So this is kind of a side display I have here, but what are they looking for? We're looking for this one right here. The Princess Leia Pop Ride. We want that one. So we swing around for you guys so you can know when I get excited when I find something. Here we go. Bam! Yes, 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 yes! Thumbnail. Right there. Bam! Nice one. So yeah, we got this one here. Swing back around. There we go. Crash Bandicoot. New Crash Bandicoots. And a new Wonder Woman pop here. But we got this one right there. Okay guys, check it out. I actually got the Deadpool Back in Black one when I was looking for. Problem was this is only a GameStop exclusive from what I heard. Yet I don't see a GameStop exclusive tag anywhere on it. I was looking for this at the beginning of the video as I mentioned. I've been looking for this guy for weeks now, and I'm super happy to finally get him in my hand. Unfortunately, it is at GameStop and I don't allow video recording, but I want you guys to see what it looks like before I actually do the final part of the actual video. He looks really, really good here. Price point, I believe, was $22.99 on it. So yeah, I finally got the Deadpool Back in Black. Okay guys, the toy hunt for today is complete. I do apologize, it was a pretty quick hunt because I only went to really 2 locations on this hunt. I found the items back to back, which usually doesn't happen for me. My luck usually isn't that good when I do my toy hunts. Usually I'll find an item, go to a couple different stores, and maybe find something else. But I found exactly what I wanted at my local mall. I found, of course, the Leia on the speeder bike at Hot Topics, and at GameStop I found the Venompool. That's kind of the nickname that Deadpool and the Venom suit is going by in the actual toy community right now. They're calling it Venompool as a nickname, and I'll talk about the guy, a lot of details, a lot of cool stuff coming out for Deadpool down the road. So let's actually take a look at the actual Funko kind of pop ride for Leia on the speeder bike. Now this, I use the term pop ride, but this really, in my opinion guys, is not a pop ride. First, it doesn't say pop ride here with the little pop bubble. I use this analogy a lot, which is the Wonder Woman and the Invisible Jet. It was a rather big pop ride. It said pop ride on the box. It was large, had a big footprint, and it had a removable figure. Same thing I would say goes for the Deadpool and the Chimichanga truck. That one was really, really cool. I don't own that one per se. Really cool item, mind you, but they made different variants for that one. So it was a lot of, they reused that mold a lot for other iterations of that Deadpool pop rides. And that, in my opinion, is a pop ride, a real legit pop ride. A vehicle and a figure, and it can detach. Yes, you can put a different pop in the actual vehicle. Usually you have to have peg points in the actual feet, but you can hot swap it for something else. Then you had that sort of hybrid sort of vehicle pop. In this case, let's say we'll talk about the TIE Pilot. We'll talk about Wedge Antilles on the Snowspeeder. The Boba Fett with Slave One. That to me is sort of a hybrid where you have a head and a vehicle attached to one another. I still don't understand why Funko goes down that particular road. It seems very, very weird to me. This one is yet another iteration of the hybrid. You have a vehicle with a cool base attached, but in this situation, you actually have a pop physically sculpted on the actual Snowspeeder. She's actually gripping the actual handlebars, as you can see here, with the 40th anniversary logo, mind you. I'm very, very happy they put the 40th anniversary Star Wars logo. So I'm very, very excited this is part of that 40th anniversary wave of stuff. I like how they actually put the presentation of this item together. This is going to be a full review down the line. But to me, this one, to go back to what I was talking about, is yet another iteration of that sort of hybrid thing. It's sort of closer to a pop ride. It's not as much as the head and the actual vehicle. You got a full pop here, but I can see why Funko put it attached to the handlebars, because if you look here, it looks like it's physically sculpted to the handlebars itself. Because if you were actually to remove this, somehow detach it from the bike, the Leia figure would be hunched over in a hunched over pose. It would never be able to stand properly unless you maybe had a figure stand or something for it. So I can see why they went in this particular direction. I still think it's a little bit weird because the price point on this thing is extremely expensive. It is $32.50. You see the price right there. To me, it's a very, very expensive hybrid pop. Again, I don't know what you want to call this thing because there is no name for it. Again, I put it in a hybrid, maybe a hybrid phase 2, and the other one will call it hybrid phase 1. I don't know what to call it because there's no real name designated for these guys. You know, pop rides, you see it on the actual word bubble, says pop rides. Yes, it's a ride. I know what it is. This one, I have no clue. But the odd thing is, if you compare the price between the Comic-Con exclusive Boba Fett Slave 1 and this one here, you're getting almost a full figure with a really cool vehicle for less money than the actual Boba Fett Slave 1. I still don't think it's a good idea. I think after I do my review for this guy here, I want to do sort of an evolution of vehicles and have them side by side so you can see what I'm going at and my approach of why I kind of go off the deep end, so to speak, when I talk about these vehicles, because I don't understand sometimes Funko's mentality of what they're trying to do. What is their goal? What type of designation they're trying to put these vehicles in, where they keep coming out with different iterations of how it works. I don't know sometimes the approach they're going with here. So it again is a little bit weird coming from my point of view. So let's actually talk about now this guy here, Venompool. That's the nickname the community is giving this Deadpool figure, which has been Venomized. They had a big story arc in the Marvel series where Venom basically attached to many characters in the Marvel Universe. I think it was called Venomverse. It came out, I think, either the end of last year or sometime this year. So they put out this guy here. And this thing looks really, really cool. It has multiple hands, as you can see here on this side right here, multiple hands. He has both katanas. These ones are really cool looking because they have like pink blades. I don't know if you can see it there, but they're kind of translucent pink plastic, and he has an extra head, which is the Venom head here. The pose is what I'm going to probably pose this guy in, where he's sort of holding the hand out like Spider-Man right here, and he has his katanas in the actual tendrils around the figure. I think that's a really cool idea. I like that approach. That's how I will display this figure when I do a full review unboxing of this figure again down the road, probably in a couple of weeks. Now, speaking of the Venompool, or in this case Deadpool, we'll talk about Deadpool. I mentioned it a couple minutes ago. They're coming out because of San Diego Comic-Con 2017. They kind of spoiled an entire Deadpool wave. There's going to be, I think, 3 different Deadpools. You have a classic, you have a Weapon X, I think you have an X-Force, you have this one here, and then actually, I think you have 3 Deadpools. You're going to have a Cable, a Domino, you're going to have a Deathlock, and an X-23. So I think it's 7 figures. I think there's 3 Deadpools. I want to say 3 or 4 Deadpools. It might be an 8-figure wave, but this is part of that particular wave. And this listed as a GameStop exclusive, but I don't see a GameStop logo little sticker anywhere on this packaging. Maybe they forgot to put it on the packaging. I don't really know. It's kind of odd where they're saying it's a GameStop exclusive, but they don't put the sticker on it. The packaging looks really, really cool. Basically, Hasbro decided to design these particular figures, and I thought it looks really, really cool, in this case, for the Marvel Legends wave. Now, there is no collect and connect with this figure. This might be that standalone figure, because usually when you have a collect and connect wave, usually one figure doesn't have a piece that associates with the collect and connect. So I'm thinking they might go somewhere down that road, where this one might be not part of that particular wave for the wave, as far as you don't need the piece to connect anything. So I do like this figure. I think it's really, really cool. Again, this is going to be done as a full review, full breakdown. If you're curious, the price of the UPC code was $22.99. Not bad of a price in my honest opinion. Again, I was trying to find him on Black Friday. I'm very, very happy they got it in stock now. They had 2 of them in my location, so I know they're extremely short quantity, so definitely go out to your GameStop and pick one of those up. Again, I hope you liked this video. Definitely click that like button. Always click subscribe. I always talk about it before. Here's my P.O. Box. If you want to send anything for Q&A or anything for me to review, I'd love to do it. And last but not least, you can click Windows over here to watch more of my videos. Take care, guys. I'll see you next video, and bye-bye.